Hello everyone, so now we are going to do another method for Intervlan SVI, switch virtual interface. Most of the organization you will find this method to do the Intervlan. Layer 3 switch we are going to use to configure the Intervlan, that is known as SVI, switch virtual interface we are calling. So let's see how we can do, because in our big scenario we are going to use this this type of Intervlan in the coming classes. So anyhow, let me start designing this topology here. So I will take the same packet tracer file. Here I will take one layer 3 switch. Let me go to the switch. Here I will take this switch here. Okay, I will take the switch here. Let me write here, this is a switch 1 or any name you can give, and we can take some PC here. This is a PC1, PC2. Small scenario I am taking. Later you can play with number of PC. Same thing as we done just now, or we can copy this one and change the switch also, this topology. Let's copy and paste, so we will have the IP also, no need to assign again IP. So what I will do, I will copy from here to here. Let me copy, yeah, Control C and write Control V and just drag that one, not this one, this one, or where it gone, this one I think. Let me press Control Z. Now I will put Control V, and this is a selected one. I will move this down. Okay, so let's move this down here. Okay, I will make this down here. Okay, so now we have this one. I can give the different name here, maybe only switch. I will remove this switch anyhow. We need to use the layer 3 switch. So let me cut this, delete this switch. Now I will take the layer 3 switch, because you cannot do SVI in the layer 2 switch. You need to have the layer 3 switch. Okay, so I will give this name as a switch, and here we can assign the machines. So I will take this PC here and this PC here. This PC will be here and this PC will be here. If you want, I can put the color also, just to differentiate the different VLAN. So this is the green color here, this is the VLAN 20, and here I will take the yellow color for VLAN 10. Okay, so now what we can do, we can go here. Let me take the notepad. Here we can take the notepad and we can write here, this configuration is let me write the lab name, SVI configuration or SVI lab. So here in the switch SW configuration, same thing as we do, enable config t host name SW, and then I will write here VLAN 10. I can give name as HR. VLAN 20, what is the name here, name as IT, right? IT we are using. This is a 2 VLAN we created, and let me, and this switch is off, we need to power on. So how we will power on? Here we will take this power supply and we will keep here, and then we can go in CLI, it will start. Meanwhile we can check and we can assign, this is a G1 by 0 by 1, and if you see G1 by 0 by 2. So what I will do here, I will write interface range G1 by 0 by 1. Okay, this one, and then we will write interface range. So another one is a -2, so I will make this as a 1-2. So I am using the range command just to select the multiple interface. Okay, and here what I can write here, I will write here switch port axis or switch port mode axis, and then we can write switch port axis, which VLAN, this is a VLAN 10. So I will do this one, and the other interface, let me copy and paste the same thing. Here I will take this one, I will paste here, and here I will put what is the interface here. This is the 0 by 3 and 0 by 4. So here will be 3 and here will be 4. Okay, and this should be 20 because this is a 20. Okay, this is the configuration. What I done here, just I created the VLAN and I assigned the interface in the VLAN. That's all. This is a basic configuration what we done from long time we are following. Just what I done, I created the VLAN and I put the interface in that VLAN. That's all. So now I will go here and I will write here no, and then go down and just press the paste the configuration. I paste the configuration, everything is good here, no issue, nothing. Just we will write show VLAN brief. If you see, we have the VLAN 10 and this two interface in the VLAN 10. If you see here, this is a VLAN 20 and this two interface in the VLAN 20. That's all. And what else we can do here? I will press fast forward so STP will finish his job. Now we cannot ping because they are in different VLAN and also they are in the different subnet. They cannot work. So let me test. I will go here and I will ping same as we are doing before. Ping, we can write 192.168.2.2. Okay, it will not work, but anyhow we will check this one. Okay, we are pinging this one 2.2, it will not work. So if you see request timeout, why it is not working? First thing, different subnet. If we want to make the communication between different subnet, we need to use the router. And second thing, they are having in the different VLAN, so it should not work. Okay, so now what we will do? We will do the inter VLAN. So just remember here what we told. This IP we have the gateway of the machine, and this IP will be gateway for this machine. This IP 192.168.2.1 will be gateway for the VLAN 20 machine, and this is 192.168.1.1 will be gateway for the VLAN 10 machine. So this machine, this machine. So now the configuration is simple for the SVI. What we will do, we will create the first thing, we need to enable the routing. In the layer 3 switch, first we need to enable the routing. How we will enable? We will write IP routing. First we need to type this command. With this command, we will enable the routing in the layer 3 switch. With this command, if you want, I will write here. So you will remember. This is used to enable routing in switch. You can write in your own words. Just I am writing here. This command is used to enable routing in the layer 3 switch. I can write here L3 switch. Okay, after that what we need to do, we need to go inside that VLAN interface. VLAN, what is that VLAN? VLAN 10. Go inside that VLAN and assign the IP address. So how we will assign IP address? IP address, same thing as we assign for normal interface 192.168.1.1 255.255.255.0, and then write no shut. Okay, this is for the VLAN 10. Same thing we need to do for VLAN 20. If you have VLAN 30, VLAN 40, we will do same thing. Here I will change this as a VLAN 20, and here what we have the IP. If you see here, we write the IP here 192.168.2.1 will be the gateway for the VLAN 20. So what I done here, if you see here what I done here, I told interface VLAN 20. I go inside that interface of the VLAN 20 and I assign this IP with this subnet mask, and I will write no shut. This is known as SVI, switch virtual interface. So these three commands we need to execute. So let's go here. After that it will start working as a after that it will start working different VLAN. So first thing we will write IP routing. Okay, with this one we enable the routing in the layer 3 switch. Then we need to go in interface VLAN 10. So now I am inside the interface VLAN 10. I will write IP address. What IP we will assign? 192.168.1.1 space 255.255.255.0, and then we will write no shut. Okay, after that we have one more VLAN, that is VLAN 20, and then we will write IP address, and whatever IP we plan 192.168.2.1 255.255.255.0, and we will write no shut. That's all. Okay, this is only the configuration for SVI. So you can remember, this is the configuration for the SVI from here to here. Enable the IP routing and assign the IP address to that layer 3 switch. In how we will assign? We will assign that IP inside the VLAN. Okay, inside the VLAN. Which VLAN? That VLAN. So now let's see. Before it is not working. Now let's try to ping. let's say ping. Before it is not working, now it should work. Let's see. Okay, it is working now. Why it is working? Different VLAN cannot communicate, but now it is working because of inter-VLAN. Inter-VLAN is used to make the communication between different VLAN. So we use inter-VLAN to make the communication between different VLAN. We use SVI. What we use? SVI, switch virtual interface we use. What is the configuration for that one? Switch virtual interface, only this configuration. First we need to enable the routing in the layer 3 switch, then create the VLAN 10 interface, and then assign the IP and write no shared. Same thing for example, if you have 100 VLAN here, just do the same thing. Right here interface VLAN 10, you finish 20, you finish. Next you will write 30, and whatever IP you have, example you have 3.1, you write 3.1, you have 40, you will have 4.1, you have 50, 5.1, like this. In real scenario we are using like this way. Okay, so this one is known as what we can say SVI, inter VLAN by using the SVI, we can say by using the SVI. So with this we finish the inter VLAN. Let's see here what I wrote. Okay, so same thing, same configuration. This is used to enable the routing in a switch, we can say layer 3 switch, layer 3, because we cannot do in layer 2, only layer 3 only we can do this one. Okay, this is only the configuration what we done just now. Just you need to remember first definition, you need to remember this one. As we know, different VLAN cannot communicate. To make the communication between different VLAN, we are going to use the inter VLAN. We have 3 methods to do the inter VLAN. First one is a router with separate interface, that is a traditional method, and very rarely we will observe these types of configuration in the production network. Mostly we are going to see layer 3, that is SVI. We can say this is a SVI, switch virtual interface, SVI. Most of the organization is following this approach, and some organization you will see this also. They will configure the SVI on the firewall. If the organization is small, they are doing this way also, router on a stick. So this 3 method we can do, any one method we can follow. How we will decide which method we need to follow? Depend scenario to scenario, depend organization to organization, scenario to scenario. Okay, so let's